This video is part of a full podcast, link in the description for the full podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe and turn that notification bell on. Enjoy the video. We'll do the transfers now then. Because I really want your thoughts on this.
I won't do all of them.
Oh no, we will do all of them. I've got all of them here, so I can read them to you. And
well, no, there's some players that haven't even played yet. For instance, like
I still want to hear your opinions, mate. I want to get 21 signings in the title.
Well, we're not doing the loan players like that Paraguayan guy or the South Korean guy.
We'll mention him.
Never seen him play.
All right, we'll start off with one you would definitely have seen play. Morgan Gibbs-White.
10 out of 10, baller, bargain. Next England star.
Okay, next England star.
Absolute baller, I'll tell you that now.
Fair enough, mate.
His first game he started was Man City, so that was just a write-off. And then he came on against Everton, he looked very good, and then obviously at the weekend he got an assist. He was probably our best player because, no one else really played well. Koyate obviously scored as well. But yeah, I think Morgan Gibbs-White's a very good player. I think the price tag is a bit steep, but to hit that £42.5 million, he has to be good. So the way I look at it is, we risk spending 25 million, or we spend 42.5 million on probably one of the next midfielders for England. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So 10 out of 10 for the signing, including the money.
Oh no, I was joking about that. It's probably about a 7.5 out of 10.
A 7.5 out of 10. All right,
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right, I'll give you 7 out of 10. Next one, and it's a guy that I already know. I hate pronouncing his name. Taiwo Awoniyi.
You know what? I don't think he's great. I really don't.
Okay.
Missed a sitter on the weekend. 94th minute. Could have been 3-3. Fans could have gone mental, and he's missed it. His back was towards goal, but he missed it, so didn't go in. But I feel like £17.5 million. He proved himself last year in the Bundesliga with 15 goals. But apart from that, he's quick, he's strong, but I just don't think his finishing ability is quite there. He obviously scored against West Ham, but that was a bit of a I don't even know what to say. I was going to say ping pong goal. No,
what's a ping pong goal?
I meant pinball. It was like pinball in the box. That's what I meant.
Fair enough.
Pinball in the box. He literally hit a player, hit someone else, and then he just taps it in. Apart from that, he's done really nothing for us. So I'm going to give. He could prove himself, so I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. 5
out of 10. All right. Next one, we've got Nico Williams, who you've already spoken about.
Not Nico. I think Nico Williams is an excellent player. Obviously, he clattered Richarlison, so that already gets him up. That already gets him up to a 5 out of 10. No one likes Richarlison. I think he's a good player, but no one likes him.
All right. I'm not commenting on if I like individuals as players. I need to do a professional job.
I feel like, he's not as attacking as Spence, but on the defensive side, he's so much better than Spence. Spence is more of a winger than a wing back, in my opinion. So £17.5 million is obviously playing for Wales, and is only 21, 22. So I feel like that's going to be another solid signing, 7 out of 10 for him.
7 out of 10, yeah, he's 21. Yeah. Good signing. Next one, and we're only 3 into the list of 21. I'm already regretting this, but we're going to keep going. Emmanuel Dennis.
You know what? Prem proven. It's only about £10 million. I don't think we needed another striker though. Is 26, I want to say.
Emmanuel Dennis is 24.
Oh, 24, so he's younger than I thought. I feel like he could bring something to the table, but Steve Cooper won't drop, for instance, Gibbs-White or Johnson. So I just think he's just going to be one of those bit part players that if someone gets injured, he'll play. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
He's proven himself in the Premier League. He was quite cheap for some of the players that we signed. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
Fair enough. Next, we've got Orel Mangala.
Oh, he is very, very. He's injured at the moment, but he played against West Ham, Everton, got injured, and Everton, I think he had the most recoveries on the pitch. He won the ball back for us a lot. He is a very, very talented player. And for about £12 million, I think we signed him for. I feel like him, Yates, O'Brien. I think Yates is really average. But yeah, I think players like that in the middle, I think he'll play really well for us this year. Yeah, so I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Fair enough. Fair enough. Next, we have Moussa Niakate, one of your first signings.
I feel like just because of the position we have, and we have no one in those positions, he was relatively cheap. He was about £13 million.
About 10,
yeah, 13. Yeah, 13 mil, 10 million, 10 to 13. I think he was. I think he was probably one of our best signings because of the position we have. Because we're going into games with a championship defence. He's injured at the moment, but once we get Willy Bolly, him, and maybe like McKenna in, because I don't think Watt was up to the Premier League.
Okay.
I feel like that defence could be something special. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 just because of the position he's playing and he's got experience in the top flight.
An 8 out of 10, fair enough. I am writing all of these down, and Lord, I've seen that there's a lot of signings to go. Is it Julian Biancone?
Oh, 4 out of 10. Never going to play. £5 million. He's never going to play.
22?
Yeah, he'll be gone in January for about £2 million to Olympiacos. Actually, no, probably go to Olympiacos for about £45 million for a bit of money laundering. It's a bit like that new Udinese. You know, who's that Kamara Udinese? Yeah. He's on him for like 20 million.
Yeah, for those that haven't seen it, Kamara went to Udinese from Watford, both owned by the same owner, for 17 million. I'm pretty sure Watford brought him in January for about 4. So that is definitely money laundering. Lewis O'Brien, allegedly money laundering. Lewis O'Brien.
We got him in a deal for £10 million with Toffolo. So let's go 5 million on each, even though probably Toffolo was 2.5 and O'Brien was 7.5.
Yeah.
But I think he is a very, very good player. I feel like his playmaking, his passing, even like he's got a bit of pace on him. He's a box to box. He's got loads of energy. I feel like he can be something even for the future because he's only about 23. 23. So yeah, so I think he's going to be something special. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. And also for the position that he plays, like midfield, he won't play week in, week out. But when he will play, I think he'll be special against teams like, not like teams like City and Liverpool, but teams like you got your Wolves, Everton, Palace. I think he'll do Fulham. I think he'll be special against them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then you've got one that came out of nowhere, and I still don't understand how you've done this. Remo Freuler.
You know what? Champions League experience. The older Ruben Neves. Signing for quite a small club. Actually, no, Forest are massive. Signing for a bigger club than Atlanta. Won the Champions League twice, if you didn't know.
You haven't mentioned it.
But, you know, I feel like he is going to be another one of these players that will play maybe not week in, week out. He might start 15 games for us this year, but I'm gonna give him a solid 6 out of 10 just for the fact he could be good, but then he also could just not play. So
fair enough. 6 out of 10 for him. Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more to go. I wasn't lying when I said he signed lots of players. Omar Richards. Good luck.
He won't play. I reckon I'm just going to give him a 1 out of 10.
He's a good signing though.
Good signing, but fractured his leg in training, in his second training session. 1 out of 10, he won't play.
I still think though, if you go down, he's your left back and he will do incredibly for you in the Championship.
I think he'll just get sold. He'll just get sold.
I'll back it.
He'll just get sold to Olympiacos for £45 million.
I'll back it. 1 out of 10 for Omar Richards, who's 24 at 7.5 million.
Yeah.
All right.
Or we'll get sold for like 300k or something like that.
I mean, I've backed it. I disagree, but your ratings, mate. If he comes and turns into the next Marcelo. I shouldn't have said Marcelo. If he comes and turns into
Forest player, Marcelo the Forest player.
It's just he plays for Olympiacos. Renan Lodi. Another
Well, obviously the £65 million player, because Man City wanted him at the start of the window for £65 million. It got rejected, didn't it, by Atletico?
I don't know, but it was a lot of money that got
It was a lot of money they wanted to pay out. So obviously, City, I know they splashed the cash on Benjamin Mendy.
Great for being the first one there.
Yeah, well, they did spend £50 million on someone
they did,
in Prison FC.
And yes, well, yeah, I don't even have to say allegedly for that he is. But even before that, he was also just useless as a footballer.
Yeah.
So, you know. Renan Lodi.
Renan Lodi. So, loan option to buy for €25 million, I want to say.
Okay.
I feel like that if he can do what he did last year, obviously score against United in the Champions League to knock them out.
He did.
He got to the quarters for Atletico last year with City, and they only just lost. I feel like they probably could have taken them to extra time, but I think they just ran out of steam. But I feel like he's either going to be one of these players that everyone's going to get really hyped about and he's awful, or he could just be amazing and we sign him for £25 million, and then
sell him to Arsenal for 40.
Yeah, we sell him to someone big, or we start pushing for Europe.
Don't want to think about that. Go on, give me a rating for Lodi.
I'm going to go 7 out of 10, just because I've got the fact that he could just be nothing.
7 out of 10, alright. The next one, Joe Hwang.
Well, he's gone out on loan.
Who's he gone out on loan to?
Oh, I don't even know.
Is it not Olympiacos?
It might be Olympiacos.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's gone on loan to Olympiacos with a fee of £10 million.
Yes.
No, I'll have a look now.
I'm checking. He's gone to Olympiacos on a loan. Of course he has.
There's probably a bit of a loan fee in there as well.
It doesn't say on transfer market, to be fair.
But yeah, I feel like he's 29 years old. He's going to be awful. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
You can't give him more than Omar Richards.
Yeah, you know what? I'll change Omar Richards to a 3 out of 10 just because of the fact
he's not as bad as this. Is Joe Hwang a 1 out of 10?
Yeah, 1 out of 10. 29 years of age.
Yeah, useless. Yeah. The next one, Willy Bolly. Please refrain from any inappropriate jokes, Charlie.
I don't know what you're on about.
We both do.
Did he play Wolves last year?
He did. I don't know if he actually played though.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just give him in the middle, 5 out of 10. He's nothing special. He's just going to be he'll be sat on the bench most of the time. He might play against someone like City just to keep Haaland at bay, because obviously he's about 6'6". He's massive. He's like Taiwo. But yeah. I don't think he'll be anything. He's 31 years of age, so I don't think he'll be anything special. Yeah.
5 out of 10, fair enough. Alright, not many to go now. Harry Toffolo. Toffolo, same thing. Toffolo.
Right. You know what? He's going to be another player that just comes on the pitch if Lodi gets knackered. I'm just going to give him a 5.5 out of 10. Obviously, if you can't beat him, join him, I say. So he can beat us in the playoffs, so join us. But I think him and O'Brien deal for £10 million was quite good. But I think O'Brien was a main person in that deal, and Toffolo was just a bit you can have him as well. So I'm going to give him a 5.5 out of 10. I don't think he's going to be special, but I don't think he's going to be that bad. He's played 3 times for us now, 4 times, and he hasn't been awful, but I wouldn't say he's amazing. He's not as good as Nico.
Fair enough. Now we've got a man that's had a very interesting career path. He's gone from the Championship to Greece. Josh Bowler.
You know what? I watched Blackpool twice last year, and he's their best player in my opinion. Maybe him and that. I do very much like that Sterling guy, but I don't know if they have him anymore. You know, the right back, John Sterling.
Yeah,
I think he was very good against.
He's gone to Watford, I do believe, on a loan from Chelsea.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to give him. He's still quite young. 23.
23, yep.
Yeah, 23. So he could next year, if we get to the Championship, he could be something. But I'm just giving him a 5 out of 10 as well. I think most of these are going to be 5 out of 10s.
And let's be honest, he'll probably end up going to Olympiacos permanently for a free transfer. You said you didn't want me to mention him. Brendan Aguilera.
Just because of the fact he's only 19, 20, 19. I'm going to go 4 out of 10. He could be something. He could be something. No one's ever watched him play.
No.
It's going to be one of these players that just gets lost.
It's a football manager signing, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, very much.
One of those players you signed at 14, but you couldn't get a work permit for, so you've had to delay it for 5 years, and he's come in, and you've thought, when did I sign him? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not impressed with Brendan Has he gone out on loan by any chance?
Yeah, he's gone out on loan to someone like a Paraguayan side or something like that.
He's gone out on loan to Guanacasteca.
Sounds South American. Mexican, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you bought him from LD Alajuelense. And yeah, they're both in the same division. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, we'll move on from him because I've got no idea. Jesse Lingard. Now, free transfer, but £180,000 a week, which is more than Heung-min Son, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Right, you can stop now. Awful signing. He's past it. He's awful. Gibbs-White's 2 times better player of him. I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. He was meant to be this big player. Meant to be this massive player that's going to come in and help us survive, but I don't know. Second half of the season, I think Cooper will realise, right, we don't actually need to play him, get him off. He won't play again.
So he'll leave on a free and go to Besiktas?
Go to Ali. Nah. No, he'd probably go to LAFC.
LAFC. Okay, fair enough. To be fair, he'll want to do his TikTok dances, won't he?
All Perth glory.
Wow. That's where Sturridge went, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he got banned from betting. He got banned from match fixing or something like that.
There we go. All right. Czech Koyate. Another. I see the signing, but it's a bit of a weird one.
You know what? I rate him. Free transfer. Premier League experience. He's had 200 odd Premier League appearances. So, and he obviously scored at the weekend, which is a bonus. He can play holding midfield and centre half as well. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think he's a very good signing. I think he's underrated. Very underrated signing. Fair
enough. All right, we've got 3 more now. We're near the end. You lot have signed so many players, my lord. Wayne Hennessy.
You know what? He's a good keeper, and if United do recall, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Did you forget his name?
No, I didn't forget his name. I just thought we're going to keep it for the next bit. So I'm guessing he's coming in next.
He will be coming in next, yeah.
I feel like Hennessy's the 6 out of 10 signing just because of the fact he's a good backup keeper. Better than Danny Ward.
100%.
Yeah, gets in the Wales team over him any day of the week. Obviously, he showed he was a good keeper against Ukraine, so yeah.
6 out of 10. All right, solid.
Yeah.
2 more, both loan transfers now. Dean Henderson.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, okay.
The only reason he's not getting in over Pickford is because Pickford's just an amazing keeper, very good distributor as well. So 9 out of 10. Obviously, he probably already this year saved us a point against Everton, all 3 points against West Ham. If we want for Henderson, we'll be on 0 points in my opinion.
Okay.
And he's obviously had 2 penalty saves against Tottenham and West Ham. So
yeah, he's been very good. And then the final one, we've made it to the end. All 21 signings rated. Loic Bade.
He's on an option to buy for £12 million. So I feel like the position he's in, I haven't really seen him play. I haven't seen him play one bit.
I've heard decent things.
I've heard good things because I was watching Deadline down Sky Sports, and they were saying he's very promising. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 just from Sky Sports. Yeah.
Thanks to Sky for that one. Lovely. All right. Well, there's all rating 21 transfers.